Well, good afternoon. It's a stormy, thundery afternoon and we're out looking at the crops. This is the last field of barley that I drilled, and this is 8 to 9 days after it was einbocked. So I think you'll agree that the einbocking did it some good. The barley loves it and has responded in the normal manner by tillering out and growing furiously, unlike the wheat. So what happened? Did we manage to get the weeds? Let's have a look. Well, it's a fairly typical area. You can see the alfalfa coming up. This is the stuff that wasn't killed by ploughing. You always get that. It's always a problem. Doesn't really hurt things too much, but you always get it. We've got a quackgrass plant that was growing in between the rows. Can't do much about that. Einbocking doesn't affect the perennial weeds. It's mostly annual small weeds. Pretty clean down here. You can see alfalfa roots. There's an upside down alfalfa plant there with its roots showing. So that one died. Lots of them didn't though. Yeah, we got some weeds coming through. Just small ones, there's a few more there. So quite low down in the canopy. I think these have all germinated since the einbocking was done. I've got a few more in here. Mostly it's lamb's quarters or fat hen as we know it back in Britain. Numerous weed, but not a particularly troublesome one. As I look across the top of the crop, I can see the odd quackgrass plant sticking up, but not too bad, not epidemic proportions by any means. So quite happy. I think the einbocking did some good, invigorated the barley, and got rid of the weeds. Of course, there's a new flush coming through now, but I think that we got enough plant canopy in here to take care of it. We just got a little thin area there, which is a slight knoll. The soil is a bit thin. Yeah, so let's have a look at the wheat over here. The wheat headed out, just a few days ago, 6 or 7 days ago, and is well and truly storming ahead now. If you look down here, you can see some footprints, and you can see where some of the leaves have been grazed off. That's elk. Very nice of them to come in here. More elk footprints. My little buffer zone is a bit of a highway for them. So yeah, we've got the crazy dog. We've got the wheat here. The wheat has shot ahead. It's really grown. There's a few weeds in it. See the yellow flowers. That is. I hope this dog leaves me some weed. That is sow thistle. Sorry, sow thistle. So a few days ago that was 3 or 4 inches above the crop. Now it's 3 inches below the crop. So you can see that it's grown quite a bit. Again, we've got the undulating surface, the different size plants. That area there is a wet patch. That's a little stunted, so that was stressed. Yeah, and as you go up and down the field, you can see that, but it's all to be expected, really. Like I've said before, the wheat does not like einbocking as much. It's much more delicate. So we've got to adopt a different strategy next year, be more gentle with it, and possibly we're going to Einbock across the rows rather than with the rows, you know, hit them at about 60 degrees, something like that, so that we don't push a lot of plant leaves down in a straight line. You know, push them alternately over by going at an angle. I think that might work better. Barley does not seem to make any difference which way you go with it. It's a much faster growing crop. It shrugs it off a lot easier. Here we've got some debris that was gathered by the Einbock. Einbock makes a good rake. Mostly it's quackgrass rhizomes, dead quackgrass rhizomes, the occasional alfalfa. I think that's a really substantial quackgrass. And here, these are bits of straw. These are usually quite short because they've been through the chopper, and normally they rattle through the Einbock okay. Go away, dog. But when you got these sticky rhizomes, they're not really sticky, but I mean they hang on to things, and that's what blocks up the Einbock. So lucky to have this buffer zone where I could drag all this rubbish down and dump it here. Is there a mouse in there? Is there a mouse? Is there a mouse? There's a mouse. Sasha thinks there's a mouse there. Anyways, that's the wheat. That's the barley. There is life after einbocking, and over there we've got our green manure crop. So let's go look at that. Bye for now.